My name is Rajdeep Singh, and I serve as Director of Law and Policy for the Sikh Coalition. I'm here to talk about some of the work that we do with respect to workplace discrimination. Many of you in the audience might be surprised and shocked to hear this, but federal anti-discrimination law, specifically federal workplace discrimination law in the United States, has in the last few years been misinterpreted by some courts in ways that empower employers to segregate visibly religious employees from customers in the name of corporate image. Now, what does this mean in practical terms? It means that an employer can say to a Muslim or a Sikh or an observant Jew that because they don't comply with the company's corporate image, they have to work in the back or in the basement where nobody could see them. And unfortunately, some courts in this country in the last several years have said that that counts as a reasonable accommodation under federal anti-discrimination law. Now, this is some context for the discussion that I'd like to have with all of you today. As many of you know, earlier this week, the New York City Council passed a city law that ratifies existing state law and affirms the promise of equal employment opportunity for all people who work in New York City. I congratulate the New York City Council for ratifying its existing legal obligations, but I do encourage the City Council to go a step further by clarifying that workplace segregation based on religion is also illegal and should be illegal under New York City law. We need to close the segregation loophole. If we can't do it at the federal level today, at the very least, we should do it in New York City and get the ball rolling in that regard. That's the segregation issue. However, because the New York City Council has passed, admittedly, what is a strengthened anti-discrimination law, a strengthened workplace discrimination law, the million-dollar question for us at this point, the million-dollar question really is whether the New York Police Department, the NYPD, will finally allow Sikh officers to wear their religiously mandated turbans in the line of duty. Under current NYPD policy, many of you, again, would be surprised to learn this, aspiring Sikh officers are not permitted to wear turbans in accordance with their religion in the line of duty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is an insult. It's an insult to the memory of thousands of Sikh soldiers who fought and sacrificed their lives for the Allies during both world wars while wearing their turbans. This is an insult to thousands of Sikh police officers who serve with distinction in law enforcement agencies throughout India, Canada, and the United Kingdom while wearing their turbans. Moreover, it is an insult to the service of Captain Kamaljit Singh Kulsi, Captain Tejpreet Singh Ratan, and Specialist Simran Singh Lamba, all of whom presently serve in the United States Army as we speak while wearing their turbans. Now, it's difficult to overstate the irony of a no turbans policy in the NYPD, while, as we speak, turban-wearing Sikh American soldiers in the U.S. Armed Forces are putting their lives on the line in the name of the United States and in defense of our most precious freedoms, especially our first freedom, the freedom of religion. Now, in closing, in light of the New York City Council's overwhelming and unanimous vote earlier this week to protect workers in the city from religious discrimination, I urge the NYPD, the New York Police Department, to modernize its equal employment policies before the end of this year so that turban-wearing Sikhs can finally serve as police officers without sacrificing their articles of faith. Again, thanks for organizing this discussion, and thanks to all of you.